Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk about Selling content distribution. Means how can we distribute our Selling resources among various instances. So for example, I have a AEM author instance, I have AEM publish instance, or maybe I'm using more than one publish instance, and where what I want is my content, it should be distributed to maybe author to publish, or maybe publish to author, or maybe publish to publish. That is also applicable. uh, so first thing is we need to understand this, like there are three types. Basically forward, where usually it will be author to publish replication. Yeah, it is a replication, of course. Reverse means we are pulling from publish to author. And synchronization, as in maybe we have published instances, um, we want to sync them, or maybe, yeah. In this video I will talk about forward distribution. So we have to do configuration on publish instance as well as on author instance. Publish instance, there is a service called Apache Selling Distribution Importer Local Package Importer Factory, and on author instance it will be Apache Selling Distribution Agent, Forward Agent, and we can do it using our console as well, as in the sites console. So let's explore it. How can we do it? Let me just copy this service. Just a minute. So I have already made two instances. One is AEM author, one is AEM publish. Both are up right now. Let me just access my publish instance, and I'm just accessing the Felix console. Configuration manager, and I'll just look for this service, which is Apache Selling Distribution Importer. So I have already configured it, but just to explain, by default it will be blank, the name will be blank. Now I have already created this. So if I click on this, so what I have done is I have given it a name, which is I have given default. I will tell you there is a mapping associated with it. So just remember, this is default, and package builder name is equal to default. So these are the two things which I have put. I have not modified this, but the name of this importer factory I have given default. Okay. Now if I go to my let me go to my author instance, and let's go to tools, deployment, and there we should see this style distribution, and there we should see this publish agent. We will talk about it, why it's right now it's showing red, but let's enable it. If it is enabled, let's just edit it, and basically that default should match with this one. So we have given our importer name as default, so this endpoint which will come by default just out of the box, but just remember, if it is default it should match with that importer. Okay. And if we see this configuration, the name is publish, I have not changed this. This is the out of the box one. This is forward distribution. We can create our own, but again out of this there are three options, and since it's out of the box one, this is forward distribution is automatically selected. That's fine. The title, that is fine. Detail is also fine. It's enabled. This, what is this dist service? This is a service. Okay. So let me just explain it, why it is required. Basically this service is mapped with a user, a system user, which is having permission so that the content can be replicated. Okay, so let's understand it. If I'll go back to my system console, config manager, yeah, I'm going to my author instance config manager, and I'm searching for this service, user mapper service. We have given this service user mapping. So basically this Apache Selling Distribution core dist service. So if you refer my one of the video, as in how we map it, basically this is the bundle name, before colon is the bundle name. So this is out of the box distribution package core module core. So this is the bundle name. This is my service name, dist service, and is equal to dist user. This is nothing but a system user. Now if I go and check this system user permission, I have created a system user. So if you are following me, what you have to do, you have to create a new system user. Just give it a same name like this. This is a dist user. So just put dist user over here and just create it. I have already created. Okay. After you create this system user, go to user admin and just make sure this dist user is having proper permission. So what I did, I have given proper permission to this user. Okay. Now coming back to this configuration, what we are saying, use dist service which is mapped to dist user. Okay, and since the dist user is having all permission, so this service will work. Okay, log level we can change. It's like debug info etc. That's fine. We can see the logs. I will show you how can we see the logs. And any specific, if you want to allow any particular path, that is also possible. And endpoint we have discussed. And if we want to actually, we can specify priorities as well, because whenever we distribute, it comes into queue. So we can specify any priority for any particular path, that is possible, and retry etc. Those are kind of normal settings. Then we can save it. Okay, so this is one option, we can save this configuration. Another option is, like I said, in author we have this configuration. So one way is we will save this configuration using this console, which is a better way because this is kind of UI, so we can easily change it as in update it. Now here also on using Felix console we can do the same thing. So if you notice, the same thing is same thing is coming here as well. Okay, few things are extra here and we will talk about it, like what is this trigger etc. Okay, so after this we are actually done. Okay, now what we can do, let me just remove it because I will just explain it why it's needed. Let me just remove this sync data and let me save it. So far we have, what we have done, we have configured a service on publish side. This is the one. We have created a service, means a system user, we have given proper permission, and after that we have changed this service through UI. Okay, now let's see how it is working. So we have a curl command available. So for example, if I'll go to crxt, okay, and maybe I want to change some property, maybe I can just update maybe this configuration file. Maybe I'll just change this redirect target. Right now it's content we retail US en. I'll just change it to en changed and I will save it. Now I will also open publish URL and let me access the same content. So here it's what was the property name which I changed? It's a redirect target, and here also we have redirect target. Now what we can do, we can just run a curl command, and this is my curl command. And if we just notice it, what we are doing is we are just passing our username and password, and then we have to pass in this localhost colon 4502, which is the source, which is your source instance, and then services agent publish, and then we have to pass this action. Right now we are just adding a new property, right? As in we want to add this content, so we can pass action is equal to add and then path. Okay, if I'll just execute it, then we should get this message like success is equal to true and state accepted and message queued. Message queued means if we go to this localhost colon 4502 and deployment distribution. So right now that's why I kept that queue as blocked, because so that I can show you if there is anything wrong, it means your data is not distributed properly, so we have to check. Okay, so right now it says there is some error and the queue is blocked. Okay, we have other options as well, like we can see the logs, as in what is the error. So right now it's saying some server error. Okay, and we can check the settings. Basically it's nothing but a non-editable setting, the one what we just created. And this fourth tab is nothing but right now we just used curl command, but manually also we can trigger it, like for which path we want to trigger. Like we just executed it for content v retail GCR content. Similar way we can pass the path. We can click on add node, add tree or delete. Okay, and we can click on submit. Means it's a manual process. So one way is we just tried curl command, another is this manual. Third option we will also see, like how can we schedule a trigger or etc. Okay, so logs etc we can see. So this is just for demo purpose, I kept it like this. But right now what we are going to do, I will just click on this queue and let me just go to this endpoint, and I will select all items and I'll clear the queue. Okay, let me just refresh it. So now it looks fine. And if we go back, and maybe I should refresh one more time. Yeah, it's idle. And now let's trigger that this again, and it's showing success now. And if we just refresh it, so it's showing everything successful, means there is no entry. Now let's see what we changed it. This CQ redirect target property we changed to en changed. Now let's refresh this, and en changed is coming. Okay. Now we just used curl command. Now instead of curl command, what we will do, there are triggers, out of the box triggers available. Okay, so we'll use one of the trigger, and whenever author will just update, whenever anyone just update within this GCR, automatically this should be distributed. So we'll just see that. So once again we'll go to authoring Felix console, and this time we will search for JCR event trigger factory. So if we see, we have other options also available: JCR event trigger factory, persisted JCR event trigger factory, remote event trigger factory, resource event trigger factory, scheduled trigger factory. So this is nothing but JCR event trigger factory is nothing but like a event listener or event handler. Like anything is changed within JCR, a notification will go, means event will occur. Okay. Remote event to trigger factory is nothing but there will be an endpoint to remote server, and then we need to specify property as well. Maybe I will just create one more video for this. And similar way, scheduled trigger factory is also a service is nothing but like we created a dist service that interval, what will be the frequency of that trigger. It will keep on checking if there is any sync required, and then it will sync with the repository. So that is how it will work. Okay, now let's for this demo purpose, I have already configured JCR event trigger factory. If I open it, the name just remember this name. The name of this JCR event trigger factory is sync data. Okay, this is the path, okay, under which if there is any change, I just want to distribute it to other instance. And deep distribution is nothing but just consider child nodes as well. Okay, if you want to ignore any path, we can specify that. And service name is again same thing, dist service, and we have already mapped a system user to this dist service. So these 4 things, and then we have to save it. Just copy this name, this sync data. Okay, and let's go back to our forward agent factory, which we configured earlier. Yes, and then scroll down, and we should find this property called triggers. Okay, so basically what we are doing is we have created a trigger, and we are saying this service is bind this service to this trigger. Okay, so whenever that trigger occurs, just run this service. Okay, let's save it. Okay, so it's saved now. Now what I will do, this is my publish instance, and this is my author instance. Okay, I just changed it to en changed. I will change it to maybe even changed again, and I will just save it. Now I will go to my publish instance, and I will just refresh it, and then it's changing. It's working fine. Now one thing to notice, right now I have just changed this property. What about if I want to add any node under it? Okay, so maybe I will add a new node. Maybe I will just add a new node of so I will just add a new node, this hero image node. I will just copy it, and what I'm doing, I'm just pasting it under JCR content. So under JCR content, I am just going to create a new node called hero image. Let me save it. Okay, now if I go to publish environment, and if I refresh it, this hero image is coming. Okay, since I have created that trigger, so that's why it's taking place. Now there is one thing that we have to notice. If we don't configure that trigger, okay, and we run it through curl command, okay, that new node addition is not working. Okay, so only through trigger this is working, but if we manually trigger it through curl command, then the addition of new node is not working. Maybe there is an issue, but I will debug it, why it's working and why it's not working. But yeah, just to understand, if you have your business use case where you want to add a new node to the maybe existing repository, and same you want to distribute, just use JCR trigger event, then it will work. Okay, so that's it in this video, and in my next videos I will cover reverse as well as synchronization distribution events. Thank you so much for watching.